Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We welcome you once again to another press conference by the NPP on the recently ended 2020 general elections. We continue to thank you for your years of support for the activities of the New Patriotic Party and for being the conduit through which we carry on with our public education exercise. May God bless you and bless our nation. First, we as a party condemn the shooting incidents at Techiman South on the day of the declaration of the results, which led to the death of 2 people and left others injured. We ask the security agencies to undertake the needed investigations into the incident. Today, we have called you in respect of Techiman South parliamentary elections. I must state also here that we do not speak for the Electoral Commission. We speak for ourselves, and we speak to set the record straight as against a multitude of lies peddled by the NDC yesterday. It is important to state upfront that the NPP parliamentary candidate for Techiman South, Mr. Martin J. Mensah Kosa, won that election and so declared by the EC. For the avoidance of doubt, we present to you the results of Techiman parliamentary elections as per all pink sheets available to us. Martin J. Mensah Kosa, NPP, 49,682, and I repeat, Martin J. Mensah Kosa, NPP, 49,682. 2. Christopher Bayre Basongut, NDC, 49,205, and I repeat, 2. Christopher Bayre Basongut, NDC, 49,205. Per all the pin sheets available to us, which are here displayed, our candidate, Martin J. Mensah Kosa, was duly elected as MP for Techiman South for the next parliament, January 2021 to January 2025. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen of the press, it is important for us to expose the lies, deceit, propaganda, and political chicanery, shenanigans, and dishonesty of the NDC since the process towards the 2020 elections began. The NDC has always sensed that it will lose the 2020 elections, and so from the beginning of the year, they had constantly been impugning the integrity of the EC as per their presidential candidate's logic, that if you sense that you are losing the elections or the match, attack the referee, attack the integrity of the referee. Mahama, this is Mahama at the NDC 2016 last rally. Ghanaians will recall that way back in September, and specifically on September 24th, 2020, Mr. Mahama made clear his intention not to accept the 2020 election results. Which results did he say he won't accept? The one in which he was going to be declared winner, or the one in which he was going to be declared loser? As they say in Ghana, I can't think far. But for the moment, let us come back to Techiman South elections. I have already stated Techiman South parliamentary elections were collated and Martin J. Mensah duly declared winner. The NDC initially said that there was no collation in Techiman South. Now they are asking for recollation. If there was no collation in the first place, how can there be recollation? But it is important to point out to the NDC that after results have been collated and declared, the only remedy available to them if they disagree with the collated and declared results is to go to court of competent jurisdiction. But as is obvious to Ghanaian people, the NDC is not ready to be put in strict proof. All they want to do is court public disaffection for the EC, and by that reduce the legitimacy of NPP's victory in the eyes of well-meaning Ghanaians. But in their attempt to do so, they have constantly exposed their own lies and reduced their own esteem in the eyes of Ghanaian people. This far, NDC has put out several results as representing what they call true results of Techiman South parliamentary elections. But there cannot be multiple truths. So which of the several results that NDC has put out represents the true results of the Techiman parliamentary elections? Yesterday, the minority in parliament promised to display all 265 clean sheets from Techiman South. In the end, they subjected viewers to fabricated images of an Excel spreadsheet. Excel spreadsheet, not collated sheet of the EC. I think media men and the public know the difference. Such gross deceit and incompetence, and according to them, the NPP candidate obtained 50,013 votes, while their candidate obtained 50,306 votes. So according to the NDC majority's juju figure, NDC won Techiman South with a difference of 293 votes. On the 10th of December 2020, Johnson Esiedun Ketia claimed that NDC candidate polled 50,569, while the NPP candidate polled 49,874 votes, making it a vote difference of 695. On the 11th of December 2020, John Dramani Mahama, presidential candidate of the NDC, claimed that the NDC parliamentary candidate gained 50,414 votes, while the NPP parliamentary candidate obtained 49,825, in which case, according to candidate Mahama, the NDC candidate won with a difference of 592 votes. Then on 21st December 2020, the NDC candidate himself, Christopher Beire, in an interview with Joy FM's Joseph Kokoku Gakpo, claimed that he won the elections with a margin of 700. Around 4 p.m. on the same day, on Joy News, he claimed he has won by 2,000 votes. Later the same day on News Night, on Joy News, the very same Christopher Beire claimed that he won the election with a vote margin of 825. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, if we are to believe the NDC story that they won the Techiman South parliamentary elections, they won it with vote difference of 293, at a point 695, at a point 592, at a point 700, and then 825. Mind you, we are talking about an election in one constituency. In this singular constituency, the NDC won by 5 different margins. Ridiculous. They are so inept, lazy, and propaganda driven to such an extent that they can't get basic computing right. Basically, they can't even tell a consistent lie. How could they be incompetent even at forgery? Ladies and gentlemen of the press, let me state again, for purposes of emphasis, that NPP won the presidential election of 2020 and tied with the NDC on parliamentary elections, at least for now. And I say for now because we have signaled our intention to go to court to challenge the validity of a number of seats which the EC has declared for the NDC. We are also going to challenge some of their parliamentary results. And you will hear from us very soon. For us, in the court of law, not in the streets. Have you all noticed that suddenly the NDC has stopped talking about presidential election? To date, they have provided no figure to back all the street protests that they have urged other people's children to embark on, while they keep their children either in the comfort of their homes or in cozy villas abroad. This is why NDC has always been opposed to a universal access to education by all Ghanaians. They want to keep an uninformed population, so propaganda, lies, and deceit can have a legitimate hold on the politics of our country. This is pathetic. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost in the Christmas season, and so we shall not keep you for long. We wish to reiterate the point that the 2020 elections has been one of the cleanest and the most transparent in Ghana's election history. CODEO, EU, ECOWAS, and other international observers have all affirmed the same. No effort to denigrate the results of election 2020 will gain traction. We call on Mahama to tell his supporters the truth, that he lost the election. It is okay if he wants to go to court, the support of his party for another try in 2024, but it is not okay to endanger the lives of other people's children, and by that endanger the security of our country. This far, the security agencies have been professional in their handling of the provocations that Mahama has encouraged his supporters to foment. We cannot, however, be sure what will happen if he continues to display such carelessness and irresponsibility in not wanting to go to the appropriate forum to seek for redress, but continue to fight for his battles on the streets. Already, respected bodies like the National House of Chiefs, the Peace Council, the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations have called on Mahama to follow the law in addressing his grievances. He should do the needful. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021 New Year. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make her a great and strong nation. I thank you.
So can you walk us through?
Many things happened on the declaration and the process of declaring the election results in Techiman South. And we want to walk you through what the video captured for you to see what really went on. To begin with, the collation center is supposed to engage only the two agents and the security forces. So if you look at the melee, the chaotic situation that was happening there by NDC supporters and members who mass up, and I think one of their strategy was to mass up at various collation centers on the D-Day when they know they were losing, because they did that here, they did that at Escado Kitan, they did that at Security also and other places. Why? Allow the EC to collect in a serene atmosphere, because you need a peace of mind and peace to pick figures, to transpose figures from the pink sheet onto the collation sheet. But if there is that chaotic situation that we're going to find ourselves here, it will be difficult for anybody to do the kind of collation we would have expected. So I think the EC has done well. But many people who were there, particularly in the NDC folk, have breached the law by attacking the EC officials, because it is against the law under the PNDC Political Parties Act. All right, let's go.
So we have Seth here. He is a member of the IT team, and we have a pin sheet. We have a collection of our pin sheets here for all the 32 electoral areas. And then on there you see the videos of the collation. So you have the NDC candidate. Thank you very much. We have the NDC candidate. He is the man in the Lacoste t-shirt. Now you see here. This man is a leading member of the NDC. He is the assemblyman for Sansama Electoral.
So this is the EC Collation Center?
Yes, this is the Bunch FM Hall, Techiman Municipal Assembly, where the collation was done. So you see the NDC candidates in the Lacoste t-shirts there. Leading members of the NDC. We have the assemblyman for Sansama. The man in mask, we call him Buguma. He was a parliamentary. Call him Buguma Mohammed. He was a parliamentary aspirant. He contested the NDC elections. He couldn't make it. The man sitting there with the tag is the NDC constituency chairman called Chairman Fowl. And then the man in was his back is facing us, so we can't.
So was this an NDC collation center or EC collation center? Because I can read you what the CI 125 says about who and who should attend a collation.
So this is at the time that the collation was going on. A lot of the leading members of the NDC were around, but not all of them are captured in the photograph. But at the collation center, the regional chairman was there, Chairman Nasri was there. There are other videos that we can show to identify a lot of the individuals. Yes, this is still at the collation center. If you can. And the director, the returning officer, was about declaring the results. So some of the people that we can identify in the picture, the man here is the first vice chairman NPP, Bono East Region. The man in the mosque here is also a second vice chairman, the constituency second vice chairman. And then you can see Honorable Techiman Sankosa also here. This is the man we saw. And then, if you can so there's a returning officer. So the man who started the scaffold, who pushed the table, is the NDC parliamentary candidate himself, trying to scatter the documents and everything that the EC. Yes, that's the EC. So. This is our Nasara coordinator, the man in t-shirts, NPP Nasara coordinator. And then, can you pause? This man, Red, is the former member of parliament of NDC. He's also called Ajay Mensa. Yes. So, these are a lot of the NDC men. Let the video the man who took the megaphone is the constituency organizer. The whole thing was the top of the EC of going ahead to declare the results and scatter the whole program. But thankfully, the EC returning officer was able to declare the results. And those of us who have won them went out. So he is the constituency organizer of Techiman South. We have the DC, MC, Honorable Commissioner for NPP. And then observers. In fact, after the first video that we showed, we saw the EU observers were all sitting there. So at the collation center, everything that was going on there, they also a lot of the NDC constituency executives, both regional and constituency, were all there.
Short of the projected figures.
Okay, so
from the NDC,
from our coalition. This.
So these are screenshots of the
This is a screenshot of the coalition that you can. Okay, so this is the collation that was done at the EC. So after we have collated our figures, yes, this is NPP collation figures. After the collation, this is what we also obtained. You can see the polling station codes. That is the column shaded in blue. The polling station names, then the votes that the total registered voters for each polling station, the votes that NPP got, the votes that NDC got, the rejected, and then the total valid votes, which led to the total that the Electoral Commission declared that Honorable Ajay Sakosa is the winner for the parliamentary elections in Techiman South, and so declared. So if you can show the video, before the collation, the night before, there was also a scaffold where the NDC guys destroyed a number of pin sheets and ballot boxes for reasons best known to them.
Those cast.
This is
a police station that I won.
DHS.
Damaged everything.
Look at the ballot box.
So this is the night, that's on the 7th, at the beginning of collation. That was what happened at the collation. Now this is in front of the Winchester Hall. The hall has a large land in front of it where the ballot boxes are arranged before they are taken into the collation center. So this incident happened at the collation center.
For your information, this matter was reported to the police by the Electoral Commission, and so it has records. And anybody who authenticates this, I believe that the police is still investigating. The returning officer, the presiding officer who was attacked is called Jake, and the security had to whisk him away to safety and subsequently lodged a complaint to the police. So it's important that you take note of this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you showed, all the 267, in fact, traditionally we have 265 police stations. The two additional police stations are the special registration, the special vote polling centers. That adds up to the 267. So these are the pin sheets that we use in the collation process at the collation center. So if probably you can zoom. So we have Methodist JHS 1 Techiman. Polling station code is K010101B. Where Honorable Ajay Sakosa had NPP 386, and then Christopher Bayer Basonti NDC had 113.
Which police station are you mentioning?
This is Methodist JHS Techiman 1 K0101B.
So, call the figures.
The figures is Honorable Ajay Sakosa MPP 386.
386.
386.
NDC.
And then NDC is 113. Rejected is 2. In fact, this one, the presiding officer made a mistake. He wrote 501.
Mention his name.
The presiding officer is Aganda Derek. The polling agent for NPP is Amorin James, and for NDC is Sule Isifu. So these are sheets. In order to make, for simplicity's sake, we arrange our pinches according to electoral areas. So what I have is for one electoral area called Tuisuasi electoral area. So the next one is Methodist GHS Techiman 2. Polling station code is K01 101 02A. K0 10 102A.
And it's a Diana. Is it the Diana GHS? We also.
It's immediately after the first polling station that I mentioned. K0 10 102A.
So what is it?
Mention the name of the polling station.
Methodist GHS Techiman 2. So go on. Go on. Go to
Allow you. Call it again. Call the code.
The code is K0 10 102A.
Yes. Met JHS Techiman.
Yes.
Method is not right.
So call the figure.
The figures NPP is 266, NDC 98, rejected is 0, and the total vote cast is 364. The presiding officer is Upoku Kofi Isaac. For the agents, NPP agent is Aferi Yeboah Derek, and then NDC is Keneboa.
Don't close it. Let it come out again.
Come this way.
Okay. I think it can be quick.
Yes, they all signed. They all signed. So this is that's what we want to mention. Okay.
So Chairman, what are the coalition centers? The focus of the New Patriotic Party was to ensure that the returning officer who has the responsibility under the law to declare the result was done. The NDC brought in their facts, headed by their parliamentary candidate, and caused the mayhem. We have shown to you our pink sheets from all the 267 polling stations, and we confirm from the figures on the pink sheet as against what was recorded at the collation center before the attack. We expect the media to look at what the campaign manager and our MP-elect has presented to you as against the spreadsheet of the NDC and their minority.
And there are different numbers that they are.
And there are different numbers put out by Mr. John Dramani Mahama, Mr. Stephen Ketia, the candidate himself, and
Haruna Idris.
Thank you very much. Okay, Chairman, because there's another video they want to show.
Okay. Let them finish that. That's what they did in Chicago Kitan and yours.
Okay, so we have crowds gathering in front of the race.
This was after they made an announcement from Akila Radio that their members moved to the collation And that they did. We had Sami Jelsi, we had Osukuno, and Sedu Kende, Mr. Fianca.
Okay, so now crowds gathering in front of the reason.
And the same thing they are doing on daily basis, marching across many sides across the day. So, yes,
and you know, ne adofo no mo nsentwe for Mama Kwaba eba New Patriotic Party campaign officer. Yedamo asese emre twam emre bia ye fremu a moba na mo betie asem na ema yenya kwan ema Ghana mansan ni wiase afa na nya so ese yasema yepese yeka yedamo ase ne se ya musi echeche se muche wiase afa na ni Ghana fa na nya nyame shamo na Ghana for so yedamo ase o sa adwuma na mudie no na edi kai yen New Patriotic Party and somewhere course war Techiman South ada electoral commission e declare nipa onwini abano ye condemn shooting etuo toto a course wo ho a e ma nipa mielu ya nipa bebre suso edi edem ye condemn pa saade no nti yesre security agencies say omomomode nye pense mu ewo sansemu a isi wo ho no so wo hwe video ya ye be yie a wo be hu say nipa bi ye macho man said de wo de wo mpene ade no so mra your friend see I 127 ni e de ye adwuma ne no na isi wo ene ya friend mo say ye pese ye no mo edi nkomo e fa Techiman parliamentary elections no ho na e pese ye di kai ka esi sudua say your candidate, NPP parliamentary candidate for Techiman South, your friend Owura Martin, a J. Mensa Kosano. Ono ne di kunim ewo abana ye 7th December no. Electoral commission so e declare no sa. You share video no so ye hu ye. Na ye nyi hu achi ni no. Ye de results I friend of pin sheet. Polling stations war Techiman for 2 years. Yede ebi bededi ama mwashe. Da yekeka sa polling stations no ne special voting menu a ne wo Techiman South no bomu a. Ewura Martin J. Mensa Kosa ojina ho ma NPP no. Onya 49,682 empim aduanan kon ahansia abi wotwe menu NDC candidate your friend Christopher Bayre Basongot onya 49,205 empim aduanan kon ahanu menu ene enum na ohwe pin sheet ananya ye to abewi a ye de che de odin kunim na era aje mensa ena Techiman mention for a year say onko jina o manem wo parliament fofora ebeba bosunya yebesi mu ekopim afi 2025 January na makasa ewie no pese medi dedi ewo entro akoshi ene lata NDC for abo ewo 2020 elections na omu hu say abana ekoto no ekoyi 2020 elections nti hase na afina hase na omu hase say omu beye isi basa say na djuma oye no enso ni from registration abepim ene so uhwemu a Ghana for e Brazil ho eko register na mpo eku a efre no CDD eye pense mu say Ghana for obisa bu kosha electoral commission no muji ne tum ana munji ne tum enipa oha munchichenu adusia nson 67% na ka say omo wogidie e wo electoral commission o de no toto 2016 at the same CDD ni bisa sa ko shana enipa 65% na ka say omo je isi ni di agata to hwe mu a isi we adwuma wa ye no aso Ghana for enipa so hwe bensen mu a CDD for year no October omuda na di kire yenyana enti nsema omuka se ombegu isi nani mu ase Yera John Mahama or presidential candidate edana no say so hwe na wu luzu election na na say ye bomb football na wu luzu a but mo dey say odi wani be kwa akosi referee no so na wa bona da pa wa twa da pa o kan sa say ni 2016 NDC last rally says abano wo koto na hu se nkoyi a for oni si electoral commission so ni twa da pa na man ko fo hu se na adwuma ensoni na so entisa enti Ghana fo hu se free September so men ko no specifically that let us aduonu 9 ena Mahama can say onu de abaye beto no for 2020 no onji abano results no entum na results be no say on entum nia yebeka say onu wadi nkunim ana say de yebeka say wadi ntwo na senia ya esaka na Ghana we de medwen hu a enyiye na emom sese no aye Techiman South ntini a anti mumu yen kan no ho asem Techiman South elections no ye keka polling stations ni nyina bo polling stations ye keka ni nyina bo mu a yewura Martin J. Mensah and EC declare no say wa win initially no NDC for say collation cry ya nyebi there was no collation in Techiman South after they almost say yes I collect bio recollation say ya collation better than ya recollation collation video any say ya collation after almost recollation na ye person e did to say after the results have been collated ye collation no they declare ye nua Martin J. Mensah say wodi nkunim no say NDC for wasem ka wo ho a omo wasem ka wo ho a maybe also omo kwa ye court of competent jurisdiction na Ghana for pay them say NDC for there so omo kwa ko jia court ye atu omo ano ehun no kure koten wasem no